magical, look on that.
I'm on the road. Antigua. I soon come home. I'm working tomorrow, then I come home.
How do people? Yeah, I'm on the microphone. Get on the microphone. Yo, sing. Then go one line.
Never get the time. So hold your bond. So hold your bond. Then when they buy to make calm. To make your time. On your hand, to be in the town.
Blessed my people. Welcome back. You see me? So peeps, today we're talking about a dancehall entertainer who is celebrating 20 successful years in the music industry. 20 years of being a relevant artist and something well easy. You get me as a people? So we have to lift with caps off to this entertainer. And this is an entertainer that is popularly known by stage name Aidonia, you know what I mean? The J.O.P. boss. So we're going to take a little look at his musical journey, as also we're going to take a look at his concert celebrating his 20 years in the music business. So peeps, Sheldon Lawrence, better known by his stage name as Aidonia, was born on the 6th of April in the year 1981. I don't know, Aidonia was born in Kingston, Jamaica, and he is also the second of 4 children for his parents. You know, his mother was a teacher and his father is an ex-soldier. And you know, Aidonia actually got his stage name from the first 2 letters of his middle name, and Donia, a name which he earned while playing football. So they used to call him Donia because he's a baller. You know, the man love football. Aidonia attended Mona Heights Primary School, then he went to Meadowbrook High. Aidonia, while going to school, always had an interest in music, but you know, because of his parental background, you know, your mother a teacher, your father a soldier, you know, automatically they are going to want you to become a part of the system, whether you are going to become a police, a soldier, or whatever, or a teacher, but just get a job or a doctor, whatever. But them just want you to come get a regular job, you know what I mean? But Aidonia had other ambitions for himself, but he was not one of those entertainers who started out from a very, very tender age, knowing that they wanted to become a recording artist, you know. It was after watching the clash between Beenie Man and Bounty Killer at Sting in the year 1993 that Aidonia decided that this is the career path that he wanted for himself. And this is why he was in high school. You get me as a people. So Aidonia are one of them youth there that is from a proper middle class home, you know what I mean? Aidonia and I really one of them youth there go through the kind of ghetto struggle, you know what I mean? Even though every class in society have their struggles. So, and I like say him did have life the easiest, but at the end of the day, you know, is a youth where him rough still. So Aidonia began to reenact the clash between Beenie Man and Bounty Killer for his classmates as also his friends whilst in high school. And he also started to write his own lyrics, people. Yeah, man. Aidonia started writing own lyrics now. Instead of DJing the song of other artists, started to DJ his own lyrics. You get me as a people. And it was whilst in high school, he formed the Jaguan music crew with his friends, you know. Jaguan is a guy, you know what I mean? Otherwise known as J.O.P. with his friends, you know what I mean? So, you don't know, say, he now left out the creator out of the thing. Same way. So, you know, Aidonia was them youth that we go to school, and because I'm music and so on and so forth, Aidonia them kind of did up on the more worry side of things. You get them as a people and get a little trouble, cause no matter which home a person grew up in, you know, as a matter of fact, them always say policeman pitney and teacher pitney get the most trouble, you know. You see what I say? Aidonia was a social man pitney and a teacher woman pitney. And you know, Aidonia eventually got expelled from high school. Yes, people. Aidonia never get free complete high school. So after he was expelled, you know, he relocated to the United States with his father, and whilst in the US, he worked at FedEx. You see me? So Aidonia basically was a delivery man for FedEx, you know what I mean? So go around and him to drop off package and so on and so forth. They get me? I say, otherwise, you know, FedEx have other things that them do, but he used to work at FedEx. You know, what his job description was, but him used to the FedEx in the America. So you know, so America are really Aidonia place. You see me I say, because Aidonia been I live America from a very tender age. And for the next 3 years that Donia was living in America, he visited Jamaica very regularly. And he also did a few minor things on the dancehall scene whilst in New York, you know what I mean? And there were persons who saw the potential in him. Hence, he was encouraged to return to Jamaica in order to pursue his musical ambitions. You know what I mean? People who see the potential in Donia tell Donia, say, yo, you need to go back to Jamaica, right at the factory where dancehall artists make your name, and then you can return as a giant. And that was what Aidonia eventually did. After receiving the wise words of advice, you know what I mean, Aidonia did not itch. He came back to Jamaica where he met Mr. G, then known as Goofy, and he recorded his first single, a song titled Many of Them, in October 2003 on Goofy's Youngblood label. Soon after, he began working with Rod Pinnock of Horizon Entertainment, and in the early 2004, he became a performer at a weekly event called Battle Thursdays. In the later part of 2004, Aidonia was approached by Cardell Scatterburrell because, you know, Scatterburrell is one of those producers who did act back in them time there. A lot of people see Scatter now around Joe, but some people not really remember say Scatter always been a big producer in a dancehall. I know just one word or something. That's what I'm basically saying. You know, a lot of the clash songs between Mavado and Vybz Kartel were produced by Scatter. A lot of hit songs in dancehall music were produced by Scatter. You understand? So Scatter did approach Aidonia, and you know, Scatter became Aidonia's manager. And Aidonia also recorded for him. Aidonia's first hit song, a song titled Lolly, was voiced for producer Scatterburrell. You know what I mean? This was on his Irish dance rhythm in October 2005. Lolly was also included on VP's annual Strictly the Best Volume 33 compilation. Aidonia thing did that go on for him step up the thing with Scatter. You see my people. But you know, Aidonia was also an artist who joined the alliance. Not for a very, very long time, but for a very brief period. Yes, people. Aidonia come under the alliance banner also. And I saw Aidonia and Vybz Kartel, them used to par one at the time, same way. You see what I say? But Aidonia always have a little leadership thing in him still. You see what I say, people? So you know, Aidonia now go stick around a camp too long. Aidonia as a youth always try to push and push on a different level. And something that I have always noticed about Aidonia and the people over the years, Aidonia genuinely is a good youth. You know, people are going to have them faults, you know. People are going to have them bad ways, but Aidonia is a youth where try to avoid animosity most time and try to avoid mix up and whole heap of rare and tete. You see what I say, people, yeah man, Aidonia, I know one of them youth, they were really try to fight against people based on my observation, you know, things that I've seen over the years. Aidonia create the opportunity for whole heap of youth eat food. Yes, people, Aidonia one of them kind of artists there will make people make a money. Aidonia we know say you promote a show for him and you're going to eat a food, but Aidonia other artists there when I look on the food that you are going to eat, you know. You want him come to agreement and say, you what, no, I still going to split the money, no matter how much you make. Him no bad mind you, I'm not envy you for that, because I know persons who promote shows with Aidonia over the years and them never have an issue, not even one time when it comes to money or anything. You get my people say, you know, Aidonia real them with it. Aidonia believe say the joy if it spread. You see what I say? And Aidonia, even when it comes to the alkaline story, you know, he's talking about it now, but from a long time. Aidonia was one who was on an interview in Florida at one point, and when the interviewer started to ask him about alkaline, Aidonia walk out of the interview because I saw Aidonia stay. Aidonia another type of person where allow nobody to drain him energy and draw him down a mix-up road. You see what I say, people? So Aidonia do, I say, yo, no, interview done, and him cut because they were trying to get Aidonia to talk negative about the youth, and Donia never depend on that. So Donia is an artist who always try to give props where it is due, you know what I mean? Him and everybody not agree all the time, you know, and that is just being human, you know what I mean? Yeah, everybody can't get along all the time. But at the end of the day, you're supposed to can be genuine enough to come out and say, yo, that the man there, he might do good. Give him props. You see what I say? Aidonia is one of them artists there when afraid to big up an artist when an artist forget them big up. Aidonia not take certain things personally. You know what I mean? People want to start to see that now in him. We see them things in Aidonia a long time. You see it? Yeah, people, and we can fast forward to the year 2011. That was when Aidonia started to push his JOP thing again. You see what I say? Because there was an issue one of the time was Aidonia and Vybz Kartel used to roll because, you know, Aidonia used to rate Kartel upon a level because, you know, Aidonia used to say Addy and Daddy and them so you see it? Because I used to give homage to Vybz Kartel only for find out after a time say, you know, Vybz Kartel I try to undermine him same way because I just Vybz Kartel think that I try to kind of style him, you know what I mean? And there was an issue where there was a photograph with Vybz Kartel and Aidonia and a firearm, you know what I mean? That picture was taken overseas. When that picture surfaced was in the same time when Vybz Kartel and Aidonia started to split apart. You get me as a people, you know, a lot of persons were speculating that it was because of a picture, you know, and Aidonia tried to avoid problem, you know, Aidonia don't want his name called because his parents them warn him and his mother pressure him and a cost and so on, so Aidonia avoid Kartel. That was what a lot of persons were saying on the street, you know what I mean? That's what the street leaders say, you see me? But, you know, Aidonia in his own right is a leader. And if Aidonia steer on Vybz Kartel, I'm going to forever be a follower. You get them as a people and just facts. So, you know, Aidonia split from on Vybz Kartel and, you know, Aidonia do him one thing. Aidonia start to push him JOP thing more. You see, I say him Jaguar production. And it start to work, you know, Aidonia have him own artist them. Governor who eventually get him break after some whole heap of years, you know. Aidonia really did believe in the youth there. And try with him, sing song with him, try with him until him eventually get him break into the music business. You get me as a people. And you have Navi, you know, them a whole heap of other artists did their own doing, but and everybody did really wall out, you know what I mean? Wall out for really reach glory because it never easy and governor will tell anybody say it take time, you see what I say? But once you believe and you keep on work, eventually the glory days will come. But some people don't really believe in that patience and the good things that patience can do. So because of that, some people just, you know, give up or believe say them if it this will give them a strength and then go up on the next side of the fence. You see me I say it not really work out for a lot of people when them do that still, you know. But some person that's how they are. Aidonia successfully get governor career out there. You see me I say, or if you get Aidonia in props on that. Can't go around that none at all, not even pay a second. Yeah, people, so Aidonia career been a go on, you know, Aidonia tour the world, him go Europe, him go everywhere. I mean with dancehall music, you see people, Aidonia been a tour and him a do it big over the years. You know, in 2013, Aidonia got a son with his fiancée, Kimberly Megan. You see me I say people, yeah man. And in September 2016, Aidonia got married. And you know, after some time, his son got sick, you know what I mean, people, yeah man. His son died in the year 2022. He was sick and you know that took a toll on Donia. It took a toll on him for some time. You know, I have another son now. That still does not replace the pain, you know what I mean, and the stress and the struggles that he has been through. Back in that time when Aidonia was going through his tribulation and his stress and his pressure, a lot of persons were saying that he's lazy, he not do no music, he not do nothing. He just get relaxed and not do nothing. When the man I got through him worst time, still gonna cry every day. Because I watch him son fade away before him bury eyes and him can't do nothing about it. But I just life still, you know what I mean? In life, there is death. And you know it goes. So R.I.P. to Khalif, Aidonia, the son. Make we just fast forward now to 2025, you know what I mean? Aidonia, I celebrate him 20th year in the music business in New York, you know what I mean, people, and trust me, it was a banger. That show was a banger. You know, Mother was on that show, Governor Sizzler, and many other artists turn out to show them respect. You see me I say people, yeah man, and I saw dancehall music, forgot, that is what we want to see in dancehall. Different artists from different camp can pull in on the same stage and pull a crowd and make it work. You see me I say, you know, after they are prison, you know, long years ago and Ray and come in. When they depend that, no man, if you go to prison and when they come from prison, big show now. We want the man if you can work together, full arena. Because I see some people are killing themselves and I said this and I said that, you know. Lady Gaga alone over Brazil, you know. A 2.8 million people come out to see Lady Gaga, you know. 2.8 million people think about that, the whole place full. Them thing there are some Michael Jackson type or something. You see what I say? So when time some people are hype up and kill themselves maybe over 15,000, 20,000 people or even 100,000 people. Lady Gaga them move hundreds of thousands of people. You see what I say? Them move hundreds of thousands of people. And at them kind of levels the music can get to, as long as the artists them got teamwork and put in the work and try to make the thing happen. So we're going to take a little look for Aidonia and more of the performance at Aidonia 20th anniversary in the business.
Brother, I just want to say congratulations. Yeah, my bro.
I love you.
Over 20 years.
See it. But what you
Still
doing?
strong.
I said VI. I said VI.
Cause 2005 and 10, right?
Which is right.
Yeah.
Which is right.
I feel like I can start that one if you can.
This time. Back up your bumper. Back up your bumper. Back up your bumper. Good money, girl. Enter. Back up your bumper. Back up your bumper. All my beautiful ladies, scream for the please. Yo, back it up on the day. Your body full of you. Your body full of you. We say before you touch it, you better make it. We never go down. Back it like it is you. What is the pretty mother for you to the
Yes, people, so you have seen it all for yourself. You can like, you can subscribe, as well as you can share with a friend. This is your home for everything entertainment. So I say, whether it be comedy, whether it be music, or some form of education, you see me? There's always something to learn over yourself with Wildlife and the team. Bless up.